to the county board.
I guess it's done.
Tell me first what makes a difference. But
I gave it to him first because
that's
that
fine.
question was kind of a no-brainer.
No-brainer. All right, that's a no-brainer question. All right. Don, thank you for the question. I'm sort of lukewarm on the idea of reducing the size of the county board. It may sound like an intriguing thing to do. It really does. But I also look at the voice and representation of the community. Outagamie County is a growing metropolitan area, urban area, and by expanding the urban area, you're going to reduce the size and representation of the urban area as well. I believe in local control. But we have a budget of $210 million, and I think we can afford, and if possible, even if the supervisors don't want to reduce their salary, I prefer to have the voice versus the money being spent on that in that area. For example, the Appleton School District on the school board, people at the school board, they get zero for compensation to serve. Service, people run to that position not because of the money, I don't think. Maybe some do. But I think being elected volunteer, that's what you really are at the county board, as city council or in the school board. They run because they want to believe they can improve the quality of life for their citizens, their community, for their input into the process. So I would not have a vote in the matter, by the way, Don, you know that, as county executive, but certainly the county board decides the size of the county board, not the county executive.
I think there's a couple of ways to put this into perspective. I think if you compare, for example, Outagamie County to the state's largest county, Milwaukee, I think there's about a dozen or 16 supervisors somewhere in that neighborhood. There are 36 in Outagamie County. Now, if you wanted to go to the step of, let's say, getting rid of half, 18, they get paid $5,000 a year, you would be saving about $90,000. As Jack points out, it kind of goes to the heart of, what you lose in representation is worth the $90,000. The other concern, too, that has come up is the issue about whether or not if you cut down the number of county supervisors, will urban parts of the county gain at the expense of rural parts of the county? And all things equal, not speaking to the redistricting process, but since it's done by percentage of population, if you were to eliminate 36 to 18, you would still have the same percentage of the county board coming from rural parts of the county versus urban parts of the county. So I think that some people have very, very strong opinions on this. Some think that there should be too many. Some people think that representation is fine. I've talked about being open to cutting the number of county supervisors, but it's certainly not at the top of my list of priorities.
Toby addressed this indirectly a little while ago when he talked about